Almost 2 decades after the execution of restrictive covenants, a corporation tries to convince a court it's time for a change, in City of Bowie versus MIE Properties. The City of Bowie annexed property, expanding its city limits to include the parcel. As part of the annexation process, the property's developers and Bowie executed an annexation agreement. Under the agreement, the developers had to develop the property into an office park for science and technology. The developers and Bowie executed covenants, which limited the property's use to office buildings for science, technology, and research, building accessories like storage and parking, administrative facilities, convenience establishments like restaurants, and quasi-public or public educational purposes. The agreement and covenants were recorded with the county. The developers sold the property. 15 years later, MIE owned the property and leased space to a dance studio. Bowie filed suit, asking the court to declare that the lease violated the covenants and permanently enjoin the studio from leasing space. MIE counterclaimed, asking the court to declare the portions of the agreement and covenants restricting use unenforceable. After a bench trial, the judge found for Bowie, reasoning there weren't any radical changes to the neighborhood's character, which would have defeated the purpose of the agreement and covenants. Both were enforceable, and permitting a private, for-profit dance studio violated the covenants. The Maryland Court of Special Appeals, then the state's intermediate appellate court, stated that if considering a restrictive covenant's continuing validity, the court needed to evaluate the reasonable probability of the covenant's goals being met in a reasonable time. The Maryland Court of Appeals, then the highest state court, granted cert.